Alright, the complete ingredients list for this maple roasted chicken recipe is that you're going to want anywhere between 2 to 4 boneless chicken breasts. Now, we have 2 fairly large ones today, so that's going to serve us well. 1 yellow onion, we're going to be substituting about a tablespoon of onion salt for that. 2 to 3 sweet potatoes, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of salt, a half teaspoon of pepper, 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, that's going to be really important, and 6 sprigs of fresh thyme. Then what we're going to be doing is cutting the onion into wedges, or in our case, getting the onion salt ready. We'll be peeling the sweet potatoes and we'll be cutting them into 1-inch chunks. We're going to heat the oven to 400 degrees. Then we'll arrange the chicken, the onion, and sweet potatoes in a 9 by 13 baking dish, which we have right there. We're going to drizzle the olive oil over the chicken and vegetables and season with the salt and pepper. And we'll be tossing that up to coat it, and then we'll be drizzling the maple syrup and then topping it with the sprigs of thyme. We're going to let that roast, stirring once until the chicken is cooked. And this will take about 40 to 45 minutes. And then we're going to let it rest 10 minutes before serving. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. Alright, so we got our potatoes all scrubbed. And they're not sponsoring this video, but don't know if you can see that there. But this is a Norwex cloth. They make all sorts of different types of cloths for cleaning the house or even doing kitchen work like scrubbing potatoes. And this basically kind of has a coarse side and like a softer side. And this is great for trying to get the grit off the potatoes and stuff. I'm going to leave an Amazon affiliate link if you want to try and get any of these. They're very, very good. Alright guys, so once you get your sweet potatoes all washed, just kind of go ahead and inspect for any sort of ruts or other sorts of rough stuff. And if you see it, just kind of go ahead and take just a paring knife. Just kind of cut those parts off there. Yeah, any sort of rough ends like this, just kind of give them a cut. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and peel our sweet potatoes. And thankfully we have a nice quality peeler here. Just kind of got to go through and carefully, because these are very sharp, kind of take those off in layers. Nice smooth motions. Alright guys, let's go ahead and cut our sweet potatoes into 1-inch chunks. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and cut our boneless chicken breasts. And again, we're kind of looking at about the 1-inch to 1.5-inch sort of chunk range. And then we're just going to put them right on in to our 9 by 13. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and add in our 1 tablespoon of onion salt. And now we'll do 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now we're going to do our 1 teaspoon of salt. And now our half teaspoon of pepper. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and toss to coat this, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, now comes one of the most important ingredients, which is the maple syrup. Now this is pure maple syrup, also goes by the name grade A maple syrup. So we're going to go ahead and do 3 tablespoons of that. We're just going to drizzle it all over. And lastly, our 6 sprigs of thyme. Now this is just the Nature's Promise one. If there are other brands that are available at your store, you can probably go for those. You'll get the same results. So again, we're just looking for 6 sprigs, and we're just gonna put them on the top. Alright, there we go. So now we're going to go ahead and put this in the oven now that it's preheated to 400 degrees. And we're going to do a total of about 40 to 45 minutes. Again, the most important thing is we got to get that chicken cooked all the way through. And what we're also going to do is we're going to do it kind of in 2 sets of time intervals. We're going to do 20 minutes, and we're going to take it out, we're going to toss it, and then we're going to put it back in for the remaining 20 minutes. And that's going to make sure that everything gets cooked thoroughly in the pan. So let's go ahead and get started with the baking. Now we're going to go ahead and do our 20-minute toss-up. So yeah, so we're just kind of go around and make sure to really flip a lot of this over, just churning it and getting that stuff evened out. We already did that off camera here, but yeah, this should be pretty self-explanatory. So now we're going to go ahead and put it back in for the remaining 20 minutes. And there it is, guys. Check that out. There is our maple roasted chicken done to perfection. You can see our chicken breasts were cooked all the way through, and we also got a really good cooking on our sweet potatoes. And you see our thyme there. It's adding a lot of flavor. I wish you guys could smell this. It really is a nice aroma it gives off. Alright, looks like that is another success from the Major Mason's kitchen. And as always, I'll post the ingredients and the directions on how to make this in the description of this video. Until next time, this is Major Mason. Peace.